how are you? I'm very glad to meet you again via English with Khadija. I'm sure that today's lesson will appeal to many students, especially in high school, because I think it will help them a lot answer their reading comprehension questions easily and perfectly. I'm talking, of course, about WH questions. So today, I'm going to probe into the many WH words, their meanings, with examples, of course. Are you ready? So let's get started. First of all, WH questions start with WH words like what, where, when, and so on and so forth. These WH words are called so because they include the letters W and H. Okay, let's start with the first WH word, which is who. So we use who to ask about a person or people. Examples: who are you? I am your new neighbor. So the answer should be a person. Who did you meet yesterday? I met my friends. Okay, the answer, people, my friends. Who is that? That's Nadia. Okay, so always the answer is a person. So we use who to ask about a person or people. Clear? Good. Another WH word is where. Where is used to ask about place. For example, where are you from? Where are you from? I am from Morocco. So the answer should be place. Where does she live? Where does she live? She lives in Meknes. Okay, she lives where? She lives in Meknes. I can't find the keys. Where are they? Where are they? They are in the living room. Okay, so it should be place when using where. Right? Good. Another important WH word is why. So why is used to ask about reason or cause. So when you are asked a question with why, you are required to give reasons. Clear? For example, why are you sad? Why are you sad? I am sad because I can't go out. So we use because to introduce your cause or your reason. I am sad because I can't go out. Another example, why did you drop out of school at an early age? I dropped out of school at an early age because of poverty. Because of poverty. So you are supposed to provide reasons or causes when you are asked a question introduced by why. Clear? Good. Let's move to when. So when is used to ask about time or date. For example, when do you get up in the morning? I always get up at 7 a.m. Okay, so 7 a.m. is the answer to when. Clear? Good. When was he born? When was he born? He was born on August the 3rd, 2013. So the date is the answer to when in this example. Right? Good. Let's shift now to how. So how is used to ask about either state or manner. For example, the traditional question, how are you? I am fine. So here you describe either your physical state or your state of mind, whatever. For example, if you ask the question, how do you feel about the future? You can say, I am optimistic, I am positive, etc. Another example, how do you go to school? I go to school by bus. So here you are asking about manner, the means that you use to go to school. I go to school by bus. Clear? Good. Another WH word, which is what. It seems to have many uses. It is used to ask about things or objects, ideas, and actions. For example, what is this? This is a laptop. What is this? This is a laptop. What do you think? What do you think about distance learning? What do you think about distance learning? It is interesting. What do you do? What do you do? I am a teacher. Clear? Good. Let's move now to which. So which is used to ask about choice. Choice. For example, which color do you prefer? Which color do you prefer? I like the black one. The black one. So the black one is the answer to which color. Which color. Clear? Another example. Which drink do you want? Which drink do you want? I want Moroccan tea with mint. I want Moroccan tea with mint. I hope it's clear. Another WH word is whose. So whose is used to ask about possession or ownership. For example, whose book is this? Whose book is this? This is Malak's book. This is Malak's book. Another example, whose glasses are these? Whose glasses are these? These glasses are mine. These glasses are mine. Are my glasses. Okay? Clear? Good. Now let's shift to WH questions, which are introduced with the WH word plus another word. So we can say a compound one. For example, what kind? What kind? So you have the WH word plus another word. So what kind is used to ask or is used to describe. Okay? It's used for description. For example, what kind of music do you listen to? I like to listen to classical music. Classical music. So classical music is the answer to what kind of music. Clear? Another example, what kind of films or what kind of film do you like to watch? I adore watching love stories. So love stories, the answer to what kind of film do you like to watch, right? Good. Another compound WH word, you have what plus time. So of course it's used to ask about time. For example, what time? What time did you come home yesterday? What time did you come home yesterday? It's like when. I came home at 8 p.m. I came home at 8 p.m. Clear? Another example, what time will the train leave? What time will the train leave? So the train will leave at 3 p.m. At 3 p.m. Clear? Good. We have also how many. So how many is used to ask about quantity. Quantity. For example, how many tomatoes are there in the basket? How many tomatoes are there in the basket? So to bear in mind that how many is used with countable nouns. Countable nouns, plural. Okay? What is a countable noun? A countable noun is a noun that you can count. For example, 1 tomato, 2 tomatoes, 3 tomatoes. It's a countable noun. Clear? So how many tomatoes are there in the basket? There are 10 tomatoes. How many? 10 tomatoes, right? Another example, how many children? How many children? So plural, countable noun. How many children do you have? I have 2. So how many? 2 children. Is it clear? Good. Now let's shift to how much. So how much is used to ask about amount or quantity and price. But how much is used with uncountable nouns. For example, how much milk is there in the bottle? So milk is an uncountable noun. So uncountable nouns are nouns that you cannot count. Okay? For example, milk, meat, tea. Okay? How much milk is? They are singular. How much milk is there in the bottle? Okay, the answer, there is some. How much? There is some milk in the bottle. Clear? Another example, how much does the brown jacket cost? So here, how much is used to ask about price. So the answer, it costs 500 dirhams. Okay, so price, how much? 500 dirhams. Clear? Good. Another compound WH word, if you want to say compound, how long? So how long is used to ask about duration or length. So length is the noun which comes from long. Okay? Example, how long? How long does the film last? It lasts 2 hours. So how long? 2 hours. Clear? Another example, how long did you stay in the countryside? How long did you stay in the countryside? I stayed a month. Okay, how long? I stayed a month there in the countryside. Right? Good. Now let's have a look at how far. How far. So how far is used to ask about distance. Distance, kilometers, miles. Okay, for example, how far? How far is your school? It is 1 kilometer. 1 kilometer far from home. How far? 1 kilometer far from home. Another example, how far is Meknes from Rabat? Okay, Meknes is 140 kilometers far from Rabat. So how far? 140 kilometers far from Rabat. Clear? Good. Okay, so the last WH word or compound WH word, you have how often. So how often is used to ask about frequency. Frequency, in other words, how many times. Clear? So examples, how often do you play football? I play football twice. How often? Twice or 2 times. Twice a week. Okay? So when you ask the question how often, in your answer you can use what we call adverbs of frequency, like sometimes. I sometimes play football. So adverbs of frequency like always, sometimes, usually, also often, seldom, rarely. Okay? Another example, how often do you eat couscous? It means how many times. How often or how often do you eat couscous? I eat couscous on Fridays. How often? On Fridays or every Friday. Clear? Good. Well, I hope the lesson will meet your interests. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. Stay connected with your channel, English with Khadija. Thank you for watching.